Alright, we're back with Daddy Jack's Cooking with the Blues. We're going to make a recipe that I don't do here very often. I should because people love it. It's seafood tamales. Hey Tom, I used to do this in Texas when I opened my first Chaplin's restaurant in '89. Had a guy named Ralph that used to make tamales. And so I asked him, Ralph, can you do a seafood tamale? And he gave me every reason in the world why you couldn't do a seafood tamale. So I had a lady, a Mexican lady, show me how to do the masa on the corn husks. Guy Roberto, my right-hand man, showed me a sauce to do with it. Kind of a collaborative type of thing. But I came up with this seafood tamale, and it was a big hit. So I can say this is an original, one of my original recipes. So you got to try to hunt down some of these corn husks. Not easy to find, especially up here in New England, but you can find them. Pour hot water over the top. Okay? Before you do anything, you do that. Pour me in a little more hot water, Josh. And you want to soak these for about a half hour. Or, you know, you could use fresh corn husk, you know, if you got a near farm, that's good. Pour a little bit more over. And then I like to just put it over the top, it's submersible. Alright, so I've got some, you know, seafood tamale, you can either, you got to use some kind of liquid to moisten the masa. I use a little chicken stock, you know, it's neutral. And then I put some garlic, salt, and pepper, and you know, you got to put a little bit of fat. You know, a lot of in Mexico or down in Texas they use lard, but I want to use good old butter. That's what I like. And then I put a little bit of chili powder. Okay, just you know, to give it a little color, a little flavor into the masa. Okay, this is good. Tamale masa is real fine. Finer than really a tortilla, because you know. So I put the masa in the bowl. It's kind of a labor intensive, but you know, once you got the masa, you can make that, keep it in the refrigerator. I like to do it with the chicken, because then if you do make some pork or beef or chicken tamales, you can use the same masa. So that's another reason why I use the chicken broth. Don't see too many gringos making tamales, do you, Charlie?
I don't believe so.
Huh?
It's the first experience I've seen. In New England.
Yeah. Add a little bit of water. It's hard to get exact, you know, without, I guess we could have measured it, huh, Bob? But who does that anymore? And you can
like a flour, Jack?
cornmeal, like a real fine cornmeal. It's hard to get the exact, you know. I've gone back and forth with it many times. You know, you put too much water, then you add more masa, make it too dry. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil, because you want to have a little extra fat. It's getting pretty good right there. Yeah, that's good. That's why you want it. Not too wet and not too dry. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to set that to the side. Okay, I'll show you how we do the filling for the tamales. I have some white wine. I'm actually going to put a little sherry into this also, right? And then garlic. We're going to cook that down. We're going to add some cream into it. This is not a low-cal dish. Okay. So here what we got, we're going to put all the best of the best in there for seafood. Crab meat, lobster, salmon, scallops, and shrimp. I like to leave them on a little bit on the, you know, not too chopped up, man, not too small, because I like to be able to identify. You got some tuna too, Josh?
Yes, I do.
Salmon. Lobster. Okay. Tuna holds up good. You don't want anything like flounder or, you know, like sole. That's gonna end up falling apart. Okay, we reduced it down real good. We're gonna add cream into it. Okay. We'll add a little bit more salt and pepper, just a little bit more. Figure that's what I'm putting there is what's gonna season the seafood. We got to poke a hole in this one. We don't have a steamer basket, so Charlie hands me one of these. So just make sure you don't stab your. So what I'll do is I'm gonna lay this in the bottom of my pot, see? And then we're gonna lay our tamales up, the open side up over this. So kind of hold it and the steam will come up through there. Call that Yankee ingenuity. Right, Charlie?
Good.
We're a bunch of swamp Yankees here in Connecticut. Right, Charlie? What's the region? Right here? We're considered the swampers right here?
Where's Swamp Yankee?
Where does it go? All the way up into Massachusetts?
I would say so, but it's a Connecticut term, and basically it's for people who can do for themselves.
Without a lot of interference.
We don't get stuck. We don't stop. We just
Help each other and get it done. So what I like to do is reduce this down a little bit before I add my seafood. So I don't want it real watery, you know. I want it kind of dry. The mixture that we're going to use to stuff the tamales. Okay, we're going to do we're going to lay out the masa for our tamales. Just take a good amount of masa, just basically to cover. Make sure to cover the everything good. Don't want it too thick. So this one's a little on the thicker side, so I'm gonna That's it. Prepare those up a little bit ahead while your cream's reducing down. We're almost there. Put my seafood in there now. What I want to do is only like just barely cook it through. Kind of cooking it in that cream, the wine and cream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, because the fish is going to give up a lot of moisture also. So once I know I've got it cooked where I want it, I'm going to take it out of there and reduce the sauce down. This is what I had to figure out so I didn't overcook my seafood. I mean, I think you could almost probably do it raw. Hi, Marcia. Come on in. Okay, that's about it right there. Okay, that's about all I want it right there. So reduce that down just a little bit. Okay, we're going to assemble the tamales now. Okay, I put a fair amount right down the center. Okay. And bring the center in. That's it, man. Just fold it. That's your tamale. Make sure I got enough of everything. Kind of, you know, so I like to get it just a little bit drier than this, but I didn't. So, but it's going to make for a moister tamale in the inside. So, this will probably be our 100th video, so, but I'm killing two birds with one stone because I got to make lunch for my wife's school, Montessori Discovery School. So the time and energy I'm putting in here, I'm going to save it when I would have to do those tomorrow. So not bad. I tell you, they're well worth it, and you know, you can, like I said, make them with anything: chicken, pork. Sky's the limit. You know, you want to use black bean tamales, fresh corn tamales, you got it. They do a dessert tamale even. They put a little bit of sugar, cinnamon in the masa, and you can do apple, you can do peach, anything. And now we put them in our tamale steamer. Just so this part here doesn't get submerged in water. That's all you're worried about. Well, it's a lot of work, but I tell you what, it's worth it eating it at the end. I was telling Charlie, because it's unique. Only thing you got to worry about now is make sure you got enough water. They maintain enough water in your pot. I guess the old school, what they used to do, they used to put a couple of quarters in the bottom of the pot. So then when you start hearing them jingling, you know you're getting low on water. That's what the old Mexican housewives used to do. So put a pretty good firm lid on the top, and that's it. I think it's about probably maybe a good hour we're gonna steam them. Once it comes back, you know, to the boil, we'll steam them. Got extra husks, we're gonna wrap them up, and we'll do maybe some chicken or something with them later. Take a look inside there, Bob. They're steaming away. Got a couple that fell down. Them on the back burner. All right, let's check our tamales. I told Bob I can smell them. They're done. I smell the masa. Look, there's a little bit of water in the bottom. See? If we had had our quarter in there, I think it'd be rattling like crazy. So I'm gonna take these off because I don't like to pull them out when they're hot. They're just gonna fall apart. I like them to cool down, and then I'll show you how we're gonna make them. Okay, we've got the sauce now just perfect. That's the consistency we want right there. Okay, so we got our tamale. Unwrap it. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, in a casserole dish. Right over the top. Okay, and then, believe it or not, I usually do Monterey Jack and cheddar. All I have is American, but you know what? I love American cheese. So, that's what we're going to use. And then in the oven, all right, hot out of the oven, put a little pico de gallo, and that's it. Seafood tamale, Daddy Jack's cooking with the blues. Try it at home. It'll come one of our more complicated recipes, but you can do it. Right, Javier?
Yes.
Feliz Navidad.